Camp Director Rich Bartel out here, and tell me about all this. I mean, you got all these professional athletes out here coaching student athletes from across the area. I mean, how did you get this together?
Yeah, it was pretty easy. I mean, just trying to mold my passion, you know, for working with high school athletes and middle school athletes, quarterbacks in particular, and then leveraging relationships. I mean, literally, the guys that are here are all guys that I was either coached by in the NFL or played with, and so really just asking friends to come out. That's what it was.
Well, what inspired something like this? It's so focused, and it really is hands-on with quarterbacks and receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, what inspired this idea?
I think, you know, over the last 7-8 years, really at the start of my playing career, this has been a growing passion. It started out as a hobby, but really it's becoming more of a focus and not business necessarily, but you know, it's my way of coaching. You know, for me, it gives me everything. It gives me an opportunity to impact, and doing it in a non-traditional way where I still have family time. You know, and so I'm really just trying to make it work for myself, and really the niche is kind of building itself. You know, and so you work with a kid, you work with 3, and then it kind of grows from there. So that's kind of the inspiration is really just taking the toolbox, the experience, and turning it over. I mean, I can't die with it. You know.
Such a tremendous opportunity for all these kids out here. What's the process for these student athletes coming from maybe middle school and 9th grade, and then do they see something online? Do you seek these student athletes out?
Yeah, both. I mean, we had a way to advertise via email or flyer, but really a lot of the work was done grassroots. You know, I mean, this is our first time to pull this off, and so a lot of it is just contacts, you know, getting in with Texas high school football coaches, earning their respect, and then just getting their trust through the process, you know, and hopefully we do a credible job and get their business again next year. We just want them to know that, you know, when they're entrusted with me, I'm going to be a source for them, be part of the process. I'm not looking to supplement or do anything that contradicts what they do. We just want to add value.
We've seen a lot on this first day in the first annual Quarterback Ranch Passing Academy by Under Armour. Can you just tell me what's going on throughout the practice today, and what would we be seeing tomorrow?
Yeah, and so today what we're doing early with these guys through the first session on field was really a lot of just philosophy, curriculum, ideology, what it is that their independent coaches believe, lay the foundation. You know, these are the 5 intangibles and whatnot of where we're going to build mechanically. And then so we build that framework, and then as we progress throughout the camp, it's just really adding to that house. But we got to build it from the ground up with these kids, and then we'll start to get into 3-step, 5-step, evading, and then throwing on the run, those types of things. But really, you know, you combine that with football IQ, because the value that we have here with this staff is the toolbox is deep, right? And so it's not just fundamentals, right? It's application. It's what's relevant, what's functional to the position. That's really where the value is.
You mentioned the decades of experience on the field to help these kids go from early summer, it's July, into the season, which is coming up in a couple of months. Yeah. How do they carry what they learned here week to week throughout the season?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's, you know, it's part of the process that they do with everything. You know, it's quarterbacking it's a learned position forever. It never really ends, right? And so as long as they're continuing to get better, we feel like we're hitting it at a point in the time where really they're gaining momentum heading into 2-a-days. So they shouldn't be looking to tone it down. In fact, they should be ramping it up. And so as long as we can give them 1 or 2 nuggets, you know, that add to their game, whether it be a drill, a philosophy, an idea, maybe just an evaluation, then they can take that and get better.
I was standing outside of the final huddle this morning's practice with the 5th through 8th graders, but I couldn't quite hear what you were saying. Could you get into that a little bit?
I mean, basically, you know, any message that I try to convey is, you know, don't qualify what's being taught, you know, and now we are credible, and there's plenty of quality in what it is that we're giving them. But if you could take away one thing, you know, as a guy I played with, Tom Collins, when I was with the Washington Redskins, and he was a veteran like Brad Johnson, played for a long time. And I saw he was taking copious notes, and I asked him why, because he was in his 16th year. And he said, "Rich, when you stop learning, you die." And to me, something I never forgot, and that's really a message I want to convey to these kids is, you know, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. If you can take one thing, just listen, you know, and it'll come in handy at some point.
I noticed we had a little bit of a weather delay to start this practice. How important is it starting off something like this that is an extended practice, 4 hours? How important is it starting off on the right foot, starting off with good positive momentum?
Yeah, I mean, you always try to start on a positive note, but at the same time, you know, football is really a game of adversity, and so you never have success without the adversity, and so anyway, you got to fight it. really is just another way to tie in mental focus and controlling what you can control. And so the message actually plays really well into this camp. So, we're going to do that, control what you control, and get it going when we can.
Well, thank you very much, Rich. I appreciate you talking with me for a few minutes. I mean, we look forward to spending the next couple of days here and seeing what you guys have to offer these kids.
Yeah, you guys are always welcome. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yep.